Hello, my crafty friends. This is Teresa with Fresh and Renewed with Teresa, and I am here today in my planner to go over my goals that I set for myself for January of 2024. This is hashtag crafty goals 2024. So I use a happy planner and use the notes pages to do my goals every month. And I want to tell you that January was a very, very hard and difficult month. I don't know. It felt like it was forever long and it would never go away. Sorry, I'm trying to get this so it's close enough. And anyhow, it felt like it would never end. And I had some challenging things going on in the month of January. I am praying that there are not challenging things every single month, but I guess that's life. So anyhow, I set crafty goals every single month. Some of them are the same every month and some of them are different. So for January, I always set a goal to create a certain number of cards. And so in January, my goal was to create 75 cards with at least 10 of them to be Christmas cards. Now, I typically keep the dates. You'll see I fell off of keeping the dates. I keep the number, and then I keep what the theme was of those cards. So I fell off of the dates, and, I didn't open my planner every single day and look at it like I needed to have. So anyhow, I did meet this goal. I made 75 cards. Only 4 of them were Christmas cards. One of the big reasons why I met this goal was because I went to a retreat and I made 38 cards at that retreat and decorated 2 weeks worth of decor in my brand new creative journal. If you have not seen my creative journal, I will link a video down below that where I debuted it, and I will link my Instagram account. And I just created my second reel ever over on Instagram. I'll link that down below as well. Okay. My next challenge, or my next goal, was to complete 4 challenges. I only created 1. So 1 out of 4. So I was going to actually do this earlier, and I forgot. So that was 25%. This one, come back to that list in a minute. This one was 100%. Then I create planning list and pack for retreat. And I did that. That was 100%. So let me show you. This was an extensive planning list. And I don't want to show it to you very, very quickly because you'll see, kind of what I did. So I did a food list because it's a retreat that my friend and I went to. Only 1 lunch was provided. The rest, no food was provided. So we did stay at my house, but we were there at the retreat and needed lunch and dinner at the retreat with us. Then I had a packing list, and then I created a list of all of the things that I wanted to get through. Didn't make it, but I did make 38 cards, so I was very pleased with that. My next goal was a 2-part goal, weekly craft clean, which I did, and a monthly deep clean, which I did. So that one was also 100%. My next goal, I've had this goal for quite a while, and was to use 4 unused die. I have a decal die that I had never used, and I used it. And I want to tell you, I used that die on the last day of the month. So I'm counting it. But I have a thought for that. And I am sorry, my voice seems awfully crackly. The next one was to use 4 sheet loads. And that is 100% because I did use 4 sheet loads. I probably used more than 4 sheet loads. And then my next goal, I always have this goal. This is a goal that I have every single month, is to track enamel dots and ATG rolls used. And I do have a couple things to show you. I was not real good at it. Just did not enter my mind that I needed to have things to show you at the end of the month. I promise I will do better for next month. So I counted 5, 6, 7, 8 enamel dots, because how I count using up enamel dots are strips, because most of my enamel dots in my cups are just in strips. So I used up 8 strips of enamel dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I don't know what happened to the other one. Like I said, I will get better at keeping these things and everything. And I used up 5 ATG rolls. So I don't know. I guess I can say that one is 100% because I did track it. So, okay. My next is my card ministry that I have. Okay, my next is my card ministry that I have. And I had kind of like 3 sub goals under there. Mail out at least 10 cards. I mailed out 5. Several of the birthday cards for February ministry didn't get, they should have gotten mailed out the last day of January, but they didn't get mailed out till a couple days later. So I'll be counting those in February. Donate 25 cards to Highland Place. That's a nursing home that I donate cards to. And I did not do that this month. I just never got there. My husband was sick. And then with that retreat, I'll share a little bit of reflection about that retreat in a minute. And I just didn't get there. And then refresh the cards at church. I have a box of cards that I put in the foyer area of the church, and it has a little tag on it that says card ministry, and there's a note in the bulletin for the church members to take a card when they need a card. And so it was time to refresh those and take out the Christmas cards and everything. So I did refresh those cards. 1.5, so that's 50%. Then I'm a statistics person. I love statistics. So that's why I'm keeping track of the statistics. And again, I meant to do that before the video and I forgot. Clean and organize my table. I needed to clean my desk, my side table, all the clutter, and clean the drawers in front of me. And I did do that. I did that on the 17th. I did that when I was unpacking from the retreat. So I thought, well, now's a good time to do it. Track my videos. I used to track these in a lot more detail, and I realized I really didn't need to track them in a lot that much detail. So I'm just using my little dots that I have, at least 10, and I did 8 out of 10, so that's 80%. Okay, and then my last thing, well, no, not my last thing, sorry. Goal number 11 is to keep YouTube and Instagram stats, and I did keep that. I ended the month with 2,991 YouTube subscribers. That's up 2 from the previous week. And then my watch hours keep going up and up, and that's what I want them to do. And then my Instagram followers, that one is slow growing. So I'm going to leave my Instagram down below. And if you are not an Instagram follower and you are on Instagram, I would love it if you go over there and give me a follow. I was up 1657. I seem to go 1657, 1658, then back to 1657. So anyhow, one of my goals for myself this year is to really increase my Instagram post. And I was at 17 for the end of the month. I can't show you that next page because that's my goals for Not Too Shabby. And those don't need to be public. So sorry about that. So, then I made myself some planner creative journal goals for January. If you will remember, back in 2022, this was a huge realization that I came to in early January. If you'll remember, back in 2022, I started planning because I became the social media manager for Not Too Shabby in 2022. And I needed to, I felt like I needed, not to try and keep things in my head any longer. And so I started planning, and that's when I tried several different planners, and then I came across Happy Planner, and it was all she wrote. I really loved it. And this realization that I came to, I kind of fell off of planning like March. And I thought it was because I just didn't have the time for it. Well, I finally realized what the problem was. I realized all this in early January this year. That I got some really bad health news in March, and things kept declining. Got some more bad health news in the summer, and then in September, I ended up having open heart surgery, and it took me 8 months to recover. So I realized in early January, that's why I fell off of all the planning. Well, and then I really didn't get back to it last year, except for keeping some crafty goals. And, but I didn't share them. I just kept them to myself. And then I asked at the beginning of this year, would you like to see me talk about my crafty goals? And everybody did. So that's where we are. So my planner creative journal goals for January, I gave myself a 3.5 out of 4 because I keep up with the decor for my creative journal. I did that probably like half. I did it all. It was all created and everything's created, but there was a lot of times, well, not a lot of times, about half of the month, I was doing it like back decor. I didn't do it ahead of time. So I need to get in a consistent routine of when I'm going to do that. So 3.5 out of 4, I think ends up being 75%. All right. So I'll be right back. So that my ending percentage comes out to 79.5% rate of success. If you know me and you know how I am, that is not acceptable. Do I feel good about January? Yes. Lots of things got accomplished, but I know that I can improve. So that is definitely what I will be doing, is improving. So now let me show you just a few things, just in case you missed them. I created a bookmark for my daughter. I created this for the Oh So Inspired Challenge. I'm on that team. So I haven't like put the tassel in it yet because I'm planning to laminate it. And then here are my sheet load cards. Again, I don't know what I was thinking in January, but I wasn't thinking, other than the 38 cards that I did that you really can't see yet, at the 38 cards I did at the retreat, I guess I really should have kept all of the other cards together. So, and projects. So I will definitely do that this month. And, so anyhow, these are my sheet load cards that I did at the very beginning of January. I used Arctic Critters. I will have that linked in the description box down below, from the Not Too Shabby monthly paper pad club. But now you can buy just the Arctic Critters, and this one had the ephemera to go with it. So I will have both of those products linked down below. And I used the January sheet load. I also used the, on this tag or bookmark, I'll bring it back in a second. I used the Winter Gingham. I'll have that linked down below if it's available. And I've used this cute, cute little bear. I know this stamp set's available, so I'll have that linked down below as well. So, those are those cards. And then for I think this was my sneak peek, I created, and this darn glitter tape will not stay on here. I created this card with this pull-out tag that I thought my daughter could use as a bookmark. And it says, "You're a true beauty." That's going to go with her little gift. That is a very, very late Christmas gift. And I did that on the inside of that card. So, I promise you will get to see all of the makes next month. And I will be back on the 5th or the 6th. The first Tuesday of the month is when I plan on doing this. I had said I was going to do it on the 5th. But then I'm trying my best to get into a YouTube schedule weekly. And I plan to have videos on Tuesday and Friday. And so so the first Tuesday of the month will always be my Crafty Goals video. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for listening to me ramble. I am so, so grateful that you're here, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.